Who am I? You sure you want to know? The story of Enzo Unreal is not for the faint of heart. If somebody said it was a happy little tale, if somebody told you I was just an average ordinary guy from Stockton, somebody lied. What's going on, everyone? It's Enzo Unreal, and welcome back to another episode of an appreciation video, where I take the time to look at the favorite parts of the games I love. Today we're going to be talking about Marvel's Spider-Man.
Coming through.
Looking good, Spidey!
Hello, New York! New suit, same old.
No, not that Spider-Man game your mom got you for the PlayStation 1.
There's been some trouble, but the bank's being robbed, and they've got hostages. Use your Spidey compass to get to the bank quickly.
And not that Spider-Man 2 game you owned on the PlayStation 2.
I don't have any jewels.
But today we're going to be talking about next-gen Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4.
You look good.
Been working out?
Oh. I mean, a little.
Spider-Man is a pop culture icon that has appeared in various movies, TV shows, and comic books. He's a character that you can probably fit into any universe. He's even had a crossover with Attack on Titan, which goes to show you how popular he's become over the years. While this isn't a perfect game, I can say this is the perfect Spider-Man experience. This game manages to blend its action and its story quite well, so whether you're a casual fan of the character or not, you'll still enjoy this game. So let's just hop right into it. Spider-Man was developed by Insomniac Games and released in 2018 exclusively on the PlayStation 4. There was a time in my life where I was kind of broke and I didn't really have a lot of money to do the things I wanted.
Here, kiddo, happy birthday. You need it more than I do.
No, I can't take that.
Yes, you can. You can take this money from me. For God's sake, it's not much. Now take it. And don't you dare leave it here.
I missed out on a lot of video games like Spider-Man Web of Shadows and Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Spider-Man in the story of Peter Parker has always been a character I connected with, and one I feel that connects with a lot of other people too.
Let's not have a repeat of our trip to the planetarium. Come on, people, let's stay together. Proceed up the steps and into the building.
It's just, you never made a move.
When the reveal trailer dropped in 2016 for this game, I was very excited to see what Insomniac Games would do with this character. And I can for sure say that this company lives up to their name. You will definitely be staying up all night playing this game. Spider-Man has always lived in a vast world of his own with interesting characters and villains. This game is a strong reminder of how vast the world of Spider-Man can be, and probably why Sony won't ever get this character up to Disney. The combat in this game is very addicting. It's not your typical beat-em-up game where you just mash square to win. In this game, Spider-Man has access to several gadgets and hand-to-hand combos you can use to take down your enemies.
As if one deadly glowing whip wasn't enough. Hey, MJ. I think I stopped the demon's attack on Osborn's campaign offices.
Nice. Did you find leads?
No, but I found something we should look into. A place called Pale Horse Rides.
Sounds familiar. I'll check it out and get back to you.
You'll be able to start most encounters with the stealth approach, but if you get tired of sneaking around, then you can just jump straight into the combat. Players will be able to use their spider sense to dodge incoming enemy attacks, and can follow up with counters at the right time. You can get pretty creative in combat as you can interact with the environment or just use one of your spider gadgets to take your enemies down.
Just a couple more.
As for me personally, sometimes if I don't feel like fighting, I'll just throw in some spider drones to finish the job for me.
Activate instant kill!
I enjoyed the boss battles too. While some encounters were more creative than others, the fights were still pretty fun.
An infant to do a man's job.
Let's finish this. Rhino's stunned. Time for Fists of Fury. We could just stop now, you know. I won't tell anybody.
Throughout the game, you can do side missions, complete challenges, and much more.
Hey, that finish is copyrighted.
By doing these side quests and exploring Manhattan, you'll be able to upgrade your Spider-Man and his gadgets. You'll also be able to unlock classic Spider-Man suits, which is why for this video, you'll see me use the Tobey Maguire suit. The city of Manhattan looks beautiful, and there's a ton of detail that was put into it.
Fire. Any officers in Nomad, please respond.
The game also has a nice background score to go along with it. Every time you get ready to swing, the music starts to pick up and it really gives you a majestic feeling. Sometimes I just like to roam the streets and admire the detail they put into the city.
Spa, half off.
Hacking app. I wonder if it still works.
I never thought I'd see the day where I'm drinking almond milk. There's a part in the game where you play as Mary Jane and you have to sneak around Norman Osborn's apartment to gather some information. However, the house hunter in me couldn't help but admire his place.
Harry said his mom used to cook all the time. I'd be surprised if Norman has ever even touched the stove. This room smells like rich people. Wonder if all this wine is from Norman's vineyard in Burgundy. City's in a state of emergency, but Norman still manages to get his laundry and cleaning done for him. What a hero. Norman's bathroom is bigger than my entire apartment. Now I feel sad. I have a pool. New York is about subway rats and street pizza, not sunbathing and umbrella drinks.
Now I'm going to be covering the story for the next portion of this video, so if you haven't played the game yet and you don't want anything spoiled, then I recommend you click towards the end of this video to hear more spoiler-free final thoughts. I'll leave a timestamp right here for you. However, I do my best to keep spoilers to a minimum. Now fasten your seatbelt and let's take a dive into the world of Spider-Man. The plot takes place in Manhattan, and players will get a chance to fulfill their childhood dream by swinging as Spider-Man throughout the city. The game does have a fast travel option you can use, but you honestly won't use it. Why settle for this when you can do this to get to your next destination?
All units, escaped prisoners are stealing food from a supply station. Please mobilize on Museum Mile.
In this game, you'll play as an established friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, as this is no origin story of our beloved hero. At the start of the game, you'll be thrusted right into the action, and your first boss battle will be against the Kingpin himself, Wilson Fisk.
This my shit. All the girls stomp your feet like this.
You are everything that's wrong with this city!
Huh. I was gonna say the same to you.
The story is about a young adult Peter Parker who struggles to find balance with being Spider-Man and being Peter Parker.
Come on. I can't take this.
You can and you will.
I'll pay you back. Soon.
Just ask for help next time. Oh, you are so much like Ben. You have to learn to swallow that Parker pride and accept that you're human, like the rest of us.
It's little moments like this that made me fall in love with the game and its characters. Insomniac Games did a phenomenal job of capturing the essence of what it's like to be Peter Parker and what it's like to be roaming around the streets of Manhattan.
The amount of polycyclic hydrocarbons in the air is way too high. And rising. If it keeps getting worse, people could die.
You just made your last mistake.
Norman Osborn is mayor of the city and the tension is high. Norman will start to cause trouble for some folks of the city, including a Dr. Otto Octavius.
How long have we known each other? It's Mr. Mayor.
It's Norman. Norman!
Norman, what do you think you're doing?
The grant agreement you signed has strict safety provisions. This isn't your first violation.
Those were excused.
By me. We should have confiscated this equipment long ago.
But I've had a breakthrough.
Thank you for your great service to our country. These folks will escort you to Oscorp Robotics, where you'll receive the latest in prosthetics. No charge.
This isn't about safety infractions, is it?
I'm trying to help you, Otto. You're free to continue your work in a secure environment.
At Oscorp.
You always were the smartest guy in the room.
You haven't changed a bit.
Neither of you.
Don't be rude. Are you kidding me?
Not only will he manage to piss off our future endgame villain, but he also manages to piss off this guy, Martin Lee, aka Mr. Negative.
Yes?
I've worked many years for this moment.
Who is this?
Over the coming days, your company, your city, and everything you care about will be destroyed. People will beg you for help, but you won't be able to save them.
Listen, jackass, I get threats like this twice a week. Why don't you grow a pair and tell me what you want?
To watch you suffer.
Players take control of Spider-Man as he'll try to find a way to keep his city safe from the hands of evil. Martin Lee will serve as the primary villain most of this game, and you'll get some history behind the character.
This symbol here roughly translates to demon.
Demon?
My father read me ghost stories with that mask and symbol in it when I was young. Scared the hell out of me.
You'll be working alongside the captain of the New York Police Department, Yuri Watanabe.
Sable's handling it.
Do you trust them?
Do I have a choice?
She'll serve as Spider-Man's undercover partner and will act as a source of information to assist you throughout the game. You'll also get a chance to go toe-to-toe with several other iconic Spider-Man villains.
Remember, he said not to kill him.
Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want it. Now!
When you're not fighting crime, you'll also get a chance to step into the shoes of Peter Parker and explore his everyday life. Peter's relationship with Mary Jane, Aunt May, and Miles Morales was a big highlight for me during this game. Hell, even his working relationship with Dr. Octavius is fun to watch.
Damn it! This is all your fault, Norman, you son of a...
Well, I know who you're not voting for in the next election. Sorry. I have a habit of making bad jokes in tense situations.
Miles Morales is introduced in this game, and I'm actually a really huge fan of this character. Miles was first introduced back in Marvel's Ultimate Comics, which was an alternate universe where Peter Parker died and Miles Morales had to step up to become the next Spider-Man. Fortunately for us, his origin's been changed up a little and Peter doesn't die in this game. Rest assured, Miles and his family attend a rally where Miles' dad is being honored by Mayor Osborn, but things go terribly wrong.
To watch you suffer.
Dad! Dad! Dad, no! Wake up, Dad. Wake up. Wake up.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Do I know you?
I'm Peter Parker. I was at City Hall when... Look, I know you don't know me, but I just wanted to say...
I know what you're going through. That's what you were gonna say, right? Or it all gets easier with time. Or don't worry. It's part of God's plan.
I'm sorry. I was just
trying to help. I know.
Even after his father's death, instead of choosing a path to violence, Miles chooses to volunteer at Aunt May's homeless shelter, and that's something I can respect.
Miles, you don't have to work at that shelter, you know.
You said I did.
No, I gave you a choice.
Yeah, and I chose this over more therapy. I mean, it was helpful. The guy said everyone grieves in their own way. This is mine.
Okay, sorry.
Mom.
Yeah?
Just because I don't want to talk about it doesn't mean I don't love you.
Oh, honey, I love you so much. We'll get through this, okay?
I gotta go. I'll call you on my way home.
That doesn't mean Miles isn't afraid to throw these hands.
Whoa. You want a taste?
Miles would eventually get his own chance to shine and star in his own video game in 2020, but that's a video for a different day.
Hey! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Gotcha! And you're safe! You too! Do you have any non-destructive clothing?
Fly fishing! On the Volga!
I really liked Mary Jane in this game. She's a fearless reporter who cares about the truth and will stop at nothing to get it, even if it means sneaking into enemy hideouts and throwing herself in danger.
Such a disappointment.
However, this isn't the first time Mary Jane has done something stupid.
Mary Jane, will you marry me? Mary Jane!
Not every iteration of Spider-Man does Mary Jane justice, but I do feel like this game does. If you watch the Sam Raimi movies and then play this game, it almost feels like a spiritual sequel.
Isn't it about time somebody saved your life?
I've always been a fan of Tobey and Kristen's on-screen relationship as Peter and MJ. Kristen Dunst's Mary Jane may not have been the best written character, but I do feel like she breathes a lot of emotion into what could have been a stale character.
Wait a minute. What are you saying?
I'm saying...
In this game, it's like they took notes from Sam Raimi's characters and decided to pick it up from there.
Why did you ask me here, Pete?
You know, just dinner between friends.
Friends. Is that what we are?
Maybe we could be, you know, if that's what you wanted.
There's a lot of baggage here.
Yeah, sure, but is that so bad? I mean, baggage can carry good things too, like money and keys, and raspberry lip balm.
Do you remember why we broke up?
This is a trick question, isn't it?
Saved by the siren.
Talk to you later.
Go.
Love seeing you two together again. You always were my favorites.
Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4 was an enjoyable experience for me, and it's very worth checking out. There's just so much to do within this game that I really just can't fit it all into one video. I recommend adding this game to your wishlist, as this game does go on sale a lot on the PlayStation Store or at your local retailers. Yeah, I know I didn't really cover the DLCs, but maybe somewhere down the line I'll make another video and revisit this world. We'll see. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate all the support. I'm Enzo Unreal. If you guys liked the video, then you already know what to do, and I'll see you guys next time.
Please say no, please say no. Huh. Okay. And not okay. What is there to figure out?
I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real or not?